Come on in, won't you come on in? Come take a ride through the country, sit back and just chill. Won't you come on in? We're gonna show you how we do down here. Come on in, hop on in, let me take you for a little ride. Down the back roads and over through the countryside. Big old trucks with big old tires, watching the sun rise in a big old sky. Cornfields and country farms, loving hearts and open arms. We believe what the Bible says, and anything worth doing is worth doing your best. If you wanna hustle for it, ain't nothing for free. By the time the rooster crows, better be on your feet. If you don't work, then you don't eat. That's the way we's raised, that's the way it's gonna be. Everybody knows everybody. There don't nothing go down in this town that we don't know about it. Faith and family, we standing strong. We gon' sing about Jesus till he calls us home. Won't you come on in? Come take a ride through the country, sit back and just chill.
MaxspeedTV, Bobby with all the hobbies, welcomes everybody out there watching and listening tonight. The NOMA Super Speedway boys. 8 cats trying to get to the top 4 for the championship. This is going to be a nail biter. And I'm going to tell you what, with one fast repair throughout this whole night, you better stay clear of trouble. You cannot afford to get wrapped up in anything. But you guys stick around because we're going to put the whole thing to you right here shortly. So grab yourself something to eat or drink. Come on back and get ready for some fast action here. DEGA, NOMA Super Speedway style.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the red
way down south. A little track, 2.5 miles, separates the men from the boys. Teammates, if they could reach through the monitor, they could choke one another if something goes wrong. Can make a teammate go against a teammate. Can meet new people. Can race with them. Some couldn't drive a grease plug in a bull's butt. Green flag pit stops. Being caught up in the big one. Get caught speeding. This place can make the most humble person throw everything in sight in their room where their rig is right up against the wall. And it's all coming down for these cats. We've got 8 going to 4 for the championship of NOMA Super Speedway. Let's get to it. Row number 1, this 7, Mr. Sean Wilder, MaxspeedTV drivers. Number 4, Chris Akers, MaxspeedTV driver. The P stands for position round. He is fighting for the top 4. Row number 2, the 99, Robert Little Tic Tac Duvendak. He got that nickname on his honeymoon. He's also a contender. The 13 beside him, Mr. Jay Stenson. Row number 3, the 66, Randy Bonomi, another contender here. Row 3, Robert E. Morrison with him, and the number 3. Row 4 to the 30, Carl Lingle, the 31, the league owner, Mr. Joey Hickox. Row 5, the 199, Matthew Williamson, another one who happens to be going for the championship. And the 11, Rodney Roberts beside him. Row 684, Matthew Fritz, 32, Todd Post, another MaxspeedTV driver, also going for a championship here. Row 7, and Bruzy Nebo. The 8, Mark Vega. What an unbelievably non-scripted, the perfect race I've ever broadcasted. Lost a loved one on Thanksgiving Day, come back, and he won the race. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. Row number 8 to 38, Garrett Velzy. The 48, Andrew Schroeder. Row number 9 to 69, Guy Baracco going for it. The 96, Fuzz Yater. Row 10 to 73, Junior Johnson. Like I said, watch out for the green flag pit stops. If we get them, it can be treacherous. Save the equipment to the end. You got to be there to win. Keep the fenders straight. Watch the bump drafting. Watch your gauges. We're going to find out right here. Welcome, race fans, YouTube. Hello, everybody. Hit the like button if you will. I promise you won't get a blister. If you do, you can sue me. It all boils down. 8 drivers going for 4. Top 4 tonight goes on for the championship round. As we settle in, it's time to go. NOMA Super Speedway Series, MaxspeedTV. Wasting absolutely no time. 3 wide. Wilder in the bottom in the rocking chair. Akers up top. Duvendak doing the pushing. And look who's come to play. That's right, the fancy-looking Manny Rays 13, Mr. Jay Stenson. If I didn't know any better, I'd swear he had the Superman emblem on that. Stage 1's going to be lap 20. Stage 2 will be at lap 40. Thinking about 3 wide? Sure, why not? The 11, Rowdy Rodney Roberts in the 11 machine. Thinking about going 3 wide and backs off and says, no, I don't think so. Riding in the middle with Poston. As we can see the 31 right there beside him. Hickox up on the high side. Matthew Williamson in tow. Trying to make it happen on the top. They've only got 2. But they're holding their own. Akers in the rocking chair. He doesn't like the rocking chair. He goes up to the middle. Stenson. This man is on a mission. And take a look at that. 4 wide, folks. And we're in lap 5. For the love of God, nothing comes out of 4 wide, and we just proved it. We got him going everywhere. Hey, look! Caution, lap 5. Let us take a lookie. See what happened here. And it looks like Rodney Roberts goes up and tags Joey and then comes back down, hits the 73 and a few other things. That's what caused that little mess. And he's going to go right straight up the track in front of everybody and try to hang on to it. No, he decides not quite. I've got to tag. I got to tag somebody else here. So, congratulations to Rodney. He hit everything but the pace car, I think, in that one. You can see it right here. He goes down, back, down again, hits the 32, comes back up, hits the 31. Somebody needs to take him to the NOMA Super Speedway Series inside hauler. I think that boys have one too many. All right, everybody. Cautions. How many? I'll give you a hint. We've had one already. Six laps into it, I don't think anybody's going to come in except for way back in the back, maybe. Now, I'm not sure the damage. Got to take a look here. These guys are coming in. Joey's beat up a little bit, not too awful bad, but he will come in and get some work done on that thing. Trust me, if they do not have to use a fast repair, they certainly will not use it. You can see his back end. Oh, guess what? He is getting some work done. Looks to me like he might have had to use his fast repair. I'm not sure here. Just take a look. And bye-bye, away he goes. And guess what, folks? He had to use his fast repair already. You know what that means? And that's correct. That means he's got a long way to go, and he's on borrowed time. There's no way. I mean, this is twice this cat's had to do this. Joy, I think, had to use a fast repair on 3 laps, and he kept it clean the whole entire distance. I can probably assure you he's going to be riding in the back for a long time, as well as he probably should. If he wants any chance to win this race. Up front, there's your top 5. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Monday. Mine started at 3 a.m. or 3:30 this morning. Yeehaw. Duvendak. He will be up top. He's playing. Get his butt back to third where he belongs. It's going to be Akers and Wilder. Where's everybody at with the P? The position round. Duvendak, Akers, Bunomi. 2, 3, and 4. Then you go down to 7 for Poston. Williamson in the 11th. Guy Bracco back in 15th. Mark Vega in 17th. Still running the paint scheme of the loved one that had passed away on Thanksgiving. Still probably an extreme heavy heart, but running on a little bit of momentum because he won last week. And what an emotional win that was. Wouldn't it be something if he could pull it off back to back? Looking at a big picture, looking at a championship. It's been quite a battling season for these guys. Now remember, trying to make it to stage 1 at lap 20. Wilder and Akers are teammates. Duvendak up top. Teammates a little ways back there in the back. So we'll see what he does. If he goes back and hangs, or is he going to stay up front? As we go back, green flag racing. Take a look at that. 3 wide again up top. Schroeder by himself. Not going to happen, Captain. You're going to need a little help. But he is trying to hang up there. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, Hickox, remember I said he'd probably stay out in the back and ride this thing out for a while since he uses fast repair? I kind of forgot. He took his Guns N' Roses CD with Patience on it and threw it out the window. Pedal to the metal. Foot through the floorboard. Fred Flintstoning it around the track. He doesn't have a single thing to lose now. Way back in the back, watching the show. Mark Vega. One of the veterans. Him and Guy Baracco both together. You see them. They're not worried about no stinking stages. They want to be here to the end of this race. And they want to save that fast repair. So they're going to hang out right around, watch the rest of these guys. Keep an eye on the field. And hopefully if something happens, he can avoid it. They started out 3 and 4 wide within the third lap. They may have settled down a little bit now, perhaps, possibly. As we do have a blinker, we'll have to keep an eye on him. I think that's Carl Lingle, I believe. And there he goes. He is going to pull off and go to the back. I would imagine the admin, Mr. Johnny Eckert, probably advised him head to the back to get that blinking worked out. Vegas says, you know what, Bobby? No, I'm not going to stay in the back. I'm heading to the front. And here he comes. And I'm not sure he's gotten toe into the 04. Imagine that, huh? That's the 04, mind you. Ambrosi Nebel giving him a hand, trying to get him up front. Schroeder, nothing to lose, right behind him. Tell ya, I'm impressed tonight with the Superman, Jay Stinson. Up front and running, working his way back up. Akers in the bottom, and he ain't gonna give it up for nothing in the world. Duvendak right there on his butt. I'll tell you what, some of the absolute nicest guys that I've broadcasted for as we wrap up this season. When someone's down, they do everything in their power to pick him up. And that was well showed last week with the winner of the race with a heavy heart. And here he comes. Vega on the outside. And look at him go. Guy Baracco still doing what he does best. hangs back and watches, lets these laps wind down. Williamson in the 199 machine, also a chase contender here. Currently in the 13th, kind of hanging back as well. It got a little bit of damage back there, it looks like. Yep. He does. But as long as this spoiler right here is not too banged up, it's not going to slow him down. He'll be fine. Looks like Joe Hickok says 4 cautions. Todd says 8. Todd, bite your freaking tongue. Now the dude that said 3 cautions, well, 5 total, including the stages. Now, I like him. I like that. That sounds good. Him and Joe. Joe saying 4. I like that even better. You can see a little split. Garrett Velzy. I haven't seen him in a while. Really nice to see him out here, these guys. He knows how to get around this place. Now, Schroeder is the last guy in the bunch right here. And out a little ways back, you've got Williamson. These guys are going to be catching up with him here shortly, I'm sure. But not probably till the caution flag waves for the first stage, which will be coming up on the end of lap 20. Duvendak still hanging out right here on the bottom, being the pusher. 2 teammates, the MaxspeedTV fellers, in the middle. Wilder's another MaxspeedTV teammate. He's staying right here on the bottom. Uh-oh, I think we got he blew it up. Duvendak blows up. You can see the smoke rolling. See it? A veteran does a rookie mistake. He is in trouble. And he's got to be real careful that he don't blow it completely and have to be on a hook to get all the way around this place. You can bet your bottom dollar we'll interview him. Joey doing a little bit of blinking up here. And there it is, the caution. And guess who took the first stage? Mr. Chris Akers did. Bonomi gave him a heck of a run for his money, came up just a tad short. But the talk of the town is right here, and look who's behind him to help him if he needs to. Mr. Guy Baracco. Now, I got to tell you, now that is teammate for you. He will have to come in and use the fast repair. I'm surprised that thing is still running. You can see all the smoke it's throwing out. You can see how dirty Baracco's windshield is now. He's on Skeeter Patrol. That's what we call it. Killing all the skeeters at DEGA. He's going to stay on the lead lap. He's got a chance to go all the way back around here. It's not a big deal because he's got a help from teammate in case he does completely blow it up. But congratulations, Mr. Bunomi, as he's got to bring the guys in. See, there's good things about stages and bad things. A lot of people don't care for stages. They like green flag checkered. What's nice about stages in racing is you can hold out to the stage and have a yellow flag pit stop. That's not quite as bad as the green flags. Not quite as scary, if you might say. As they all head back out. And the guy that had the lightning stop, last week's winner, Mr. Mark Vega. Doobie's heading in. As he did blow up. Let's see. Yes, he did. Now watch. He'll fire up, be on his little merry way. All good to go. Let's get behind it. Let's find out. How about you, Mr. Duvendak? Bobby in the booth, do you have a copy?
Yeah, what's going on?
Was it your turn to be on Skeeter Patrol at the track, or what happened?
I had a rough day at work, so I thought I'd smoke a couple cigars tonight.
I hear you, buddy. Yeah, I was a little concerned for you. Did you make it all the way back, or did you get a little help?
Oh, I made it. Unfortunately, I was keeping it just cool enough to keep Randy up front, and I mean, I never really got it red at all, so it just went red once and popped immediately. So
wow, normally you get a warning, 3 or 4 blinks anyway.
Yeah, usually. So I don't know what I did wrong there, or if it was just an iRacing glitch or what. But you know, I shouldn't have been pushing it so tight there, and should have kept it cool. But it is what it is. We're gonna go out and survive the rest of the race now and be there at the end.
Yep, keep the fenders on it and keep her clean, buddy.
That's what I tell my wife.
Yeah, I bet you do. Anyway, yeah, we'll be watching you. Hopefully you can avoid any issues that happen because you got a little ways to go with no more fast repairs. You and Joey Hickox are in the same boat.
What Joey use one for?
Joey got into it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he got into that was our first caution. Rowdy Rodney Roberts kind of had a oops and smacked a few people.
Well, I might have to do that to a couple guys here tonight if I don't get in this Final Four.
All right, buddy. We'll keep an eye on you.
All right, sounds good.
All right, man. Never a dull moment with him, I'll tell you that. He comes in, tops off, on his way. And why not? He's in the back of the pack. Get that extra teaspoon of fuel. Might just be what you need. There's your top 5. And there's your race summary. The NOMA Super Speedway gang winding down. 8 of these guys dropping down to top 4. The 2 MaxspeedTV drivers, Akers and Wilder, is going to be leading them back to the green flag. Bonomi and Hickox right behind them doing some pushing. We've only had 2 cats use faster pairs. I'm sorry, I lied. 3. Don't forget to join these guys, too, on Saturday nights for the Truck Series. That's also winding down towards a championship. Green flag, back at it. Who's going to lead the lap? Could it be Wilder on the bottom? Or is it going to be Poston? Looks like Todd's going to nail that one. Doing some 3 wide already. The 84, that's Matthew Fritz. Rowdy Rodney Roberts right back up again, doing some pushing. I mean, he is pushing. Pushing that Manny Ray's machine. Or they're getting tight up front, man. Watch him. 3 wide right here. Velzy currently 14th. Staying on the bottom, fading back, taking it easy. Another veteran. He knows when it gets a little dicey and back off a little bit. Oh, well, you saw that little puff of smoke up here. Fritz in the 84, he's doing some pushing. Stenson has been a man on a mission here this race. He's got nothing to lose. He's not in the chase, but he wants to win it. Will Poston drop down, or will he stay right there with his buddy, his teammate Akers? They're definitely cleared with 66, but so far they're going to stay right there in that middle lane. Duvendak back here in the back with Boomy. Hanging back right here behind his teammate. Gonna let it all hang out. He doesn't care. He's coming. When you talk about pushing, ain't nobody likes to push more than this guy right here. Chris Akers said he'd rather push somebody to a win than actually win himself. Is he that humble of a guy? No. He's not right in the head. But he loves to push. And he's one of the best at it, in my opinion. You see him back off into turns, and he works his way right up to the bumper again, coming out of that turn. Maybe get a little shot in before the tri-oval. But nobody in the bottom of the rocking chair, loving every minute of it. And he has got Carl Lingle in tow. Vega up there by himself. Duvendak hits the blue cone. Why? I don't know. I think he's bored. Lap 40 will be the second stage. Race summary, 2 cautions, 16 lead changes so far. That third line, man, I'll tell you what, Fritz is doing some pushing. Him and Stenson are working very well together. J.R. Johnson, another MaxspeedTV driver. Currently in the 73 machine down here on the bottom. A slight little damage to the right rear of that machine. Poston and Akers are still locked together. Bonomi's still on the bottom, and he ain't gonna give it up for nothing in the world. But But I'm really impressed how that third line is kind of holding her own. Carl Lingle, the pusher on the bottom. Ooh, down the yellow line. You got to be careful. You get anywhere on this side of that yellow line, you're going that way. And you don't want to see that. That transition, that's kind of rough. And when you're pushing, you want to be square. If you're not perfectly square to that guy you hit, you could go from a hero to a zero quickly. Whoa, we got trouble. Lingle's going for a ride. Akers is down there, gathers it back up. I don't know. Will they hang on to it back here? It does look like he did. He is way back here, but he hung on to it. No caution. Fritz, he jumps up to the top. Looking for a little help from Stenson, I believe, behind him. It's all about the right move at the right time. But right now, Bonomi loves it on the rocking chair. That's what I call that first car on the bottom. Safe as in your mommy's arms, per se. 17 people watching and 5 likes. Either I suck that bad or you are afraid to hit that like button. These guys are doing a really good job out here. The like is for them, it ain't for me. Show some love. It's the holiday season. Hit that like button for these guys. Here comes Duvendak back up top. A little bit of help from Fritz. And Mr. Stenson. And here comes Hickox. He's going to join the show. Duvendak goes all the way up from the front, or from the top line all the way down to the bottom. Joey got a little sideways there, not too bad. He gathered it back up. Fritz looking to try to lead a lap as we're 4 wide now. Take a look at this. Well, up into the wall, Stenson bounces back up, and oh, wow. Fritz goes for a wild ride here. Hope his life insurance policy is paid up. Let's take a look and see what happened. Well, maybe we'll take a look. Let me see here. There we go. 4 wide. Ooh, down in the bottom, it gets crazy. Let me back things up here. Try a different angle. There you go. As we watch Bonomi and the 4 of Akers. Is it a net code? Nope, Bonomi is going to come up and he's going to tag Akers and send him all the way into Fritz in the 84. And then the 84 goes to Poston in the 32. Well, you get the idea. So that was a nasty little ride. A lot of guys involved in that one. Akers going around and around. He probably threw up in his rig. Let's go all the way back and ride with the 84. That looks like fun. Let's see it. His point of view. Up and over he goes. And spins around, comes right back up on all fours. He says, thank you very much. And he continues on. Duvendak could come by and grab the truck. Dude Wipes Award for the guy that's got more skid marks in his shorts than the track has. Whoever makes, or gets, I should say, involved with the worst wreck, the guy takes the wildest ride. I put his name in a hat, and the end of the season, I draw. And he gets something really nice. So Mr. Fritz is going to get that one so far. So I don't think we're going to have to worry about the stage 2 caution thing. Already been taken care of, and for the life of me, I have no idea who won that one. Too busy watching the cautions, I guess. Getting the instant replay, the review, to find out exactly what happened, because inquiring minds want to know. Everybody's in, everybody's out. Here's your top 5. And I got time, we'll just go ahead and we'll go through them. Stenson. Or J.R. Johnson. Here they come. Now these guys are going to come back in. I believe they're topping off. Getting things taken care of. A lot of damaged vehicles, man. Mark Vega, no front end on his whatsoever. 0. Not going to use his fast repair yet. They got to slowly work on that thing. He'll sit there till the bitter end to get it fixed. Matthew Fritz gets that Manny Ray's machine fixed in the click of a finger. He uses his fast repair. J.R. Johnson. You can call me Ray or you can call me Jay, but you don't have to call me Johnson. If anybody remembers that commercial, then you're freaking old. Like me. Stenson cruising on up into the second spot. Then you got Williamson and Schroeder. Sean Wilder would be 5th. Poston 6th. 7th, Carl Engel 8th. Chris Akers. Fuzz Yater. 9th, Garrett Velzy. 10th, Guy Baracco. 11, 12, Duvendak. Joey Hickok's back here in 13th. Bonomi 14th, 15th, Matthew Fritz. Nebel 16th, 17th, Morrison 18th, Vega still getting work done right to the bitter end. And Rowdy Rodney Roberts 1 lap down. $42 out of 94 in the books. your race summary. 3 cautions, 20 lead changes, 53 laps to go. Jay, Bobby in the booth, you got a copy.
Hey, what's going on, Bob?
Hey, you're feeling kind of froggy tonight, buddy. Up there doing some battling.
Yeah, feeling pretty good, man. Feeling pretty good. We're having a good time. Figure we get up here and mix it up a little bit. I've missed most of the season and didn't get the chance to do any of this earlier, so pretty excited about it.
I'm liking the paint scheme, by the way.
What do you think about it?
I think it's pretty sharp. Now, the S, I'm going to start calling you Superman.
Yeah, buddy, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's good. Look at paint scheme right there. Manny Ray's, they must have been overtime in the paint booth wrapping that puppy, huh?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Well, we're going to keep an eye on him, man. Keep that thing up to the front. Looks good up there.
I appreciate it, man. We'll see what we can do, man. I always appreciate you, Bobby. Thanks again.
All right, buddy. As we get set to take the green flag once again, don't forget, hit the like button for these guys. They do a heck of a job. 8 going down to 4 after this race for the championship. And where are they at? Well, Poston is in 4th. Akers is in 6th. Williamson is in 8th. Baracco is in 9th. Duvendak 13th. Bonomi 13th, 14th, right there, both of them. And Vega getting some work done. Back out on here. He is currently 18th on the lead lap. If you're not a member or you're not subscribed to MaxspeedTV, go over there and check it out. Trying to hit 9,000 subscribers. If we do, we'll get you something really nice for MaxspeedTV. If you're that 9,000th subscriber. I mean, we're not talking new car or nothing, but it's something pretty nice, I got to admit. Back to green flag race at NOMA Super Speedway here on a Monday. Already 3 wide back here. I should say up here. Not quite sure. Things should change hopefully when they cross the start-finish line. But when they took off, they were kind of out of whack here. My telemetry is anyway. Let's see if that changes quickly. And it does. Poston up front. Akers in tow. Man, I'm impressed tonight with Lingle. He's been running hard. Duvendak back here in the 15th spot, kind of watching things. as he's got no more fast repairs. He's used it already, so he's got to keep the fenders on this thing. Carl in the bottom in the rocking chair. Stenson said he's feeling froggy tonight. He's ready to hammer down and win this thing. You could hear it in his voice, man. He's excited. He's a happy camper. Poston and Akers, teammates. Now, the cool thing about Chris, which is neat, and that's the number 4 machine, is his dad is a spotter for him. So you don't have to really worry too much about the crew chief you can have for sim apps and everything. His crew chief is actually his father. So that's pretty awesome. Some more 3 wide action. Morrison up here. Well, they were 3 wide. I think it just dropped back down. Two by two. Throw a blanket over the first 15 cars. The cars are pretty nice when it comes to pushing. I mean, you could rattle their chains, and they can still hang on to it fairly well. Unlike the trucks, you can breathe on them and turn them. But these things, they hold their own pretty good. You can really put the bumper to somebody. Bonomi, contender. He started 5th, currently 7th. He's led 11 laps. And right behind him is going to be Matthew Williamson, another chase contender here. You're right, Dave. Let's see if we can see Vega. He opted not to use that fast repair, but we don't see him yet. This thing stays green without any cautions. They'll hunt him down. He's all the way back here by himself. Now he's running at a whopping 160 mile an hour, where the boys up front are running 185. So it will not be long, and they will chase him down. Akers coming with a head of steam, baby. And he's got the 7 of Wilder. He is really a pushing. You drop him down into the rocking chair. Would he clear him or not? Lingle's job, that 30 machine, is to keep posting up there so they can't drop down in front of him. And so far, he's succeeded on that lap. Coming up on Vega here. Let's see how this unfolds. He'll stay high out of the way. He's in good shape. Akers going for 16th lap lead here tonight with Wilder in tow, teammate. 14 laps since the last time they've been in. They will have to have at least 2 more stops. And will we see our first green flag pit stop for the night? It's possible. And those are oh so fun. Duvidak hanging back in the back. He knows he's on borrowed time. He's already used his fast repair, and he has got to keep the fenders on this thing if he wants to get up there and make the top 4 for the championship. You can hear him feathering that throttle. He doesn't want to catch him, but he didn't want to lose the draft either. Bunomi back up front again. He's having a real good run tonight. He led 11 laps so far, looking to lead some more here. It's been all quiet on the track so far. Everybody's settled down, behaving nicely. And hopefully I did not jinx it. Running with Robert Morrison in the number 3 machine. I've seen that somewhere before, that paint scheme. Just can't put my finger on it. Baracco getting a little bit of air to that radiator. And you can get back up there and start pushing again. Ooh, getting a little close there. Bracco has led 0 laps tonight. He would love to lead 1. Especially the last one. But right now, he's trying to get his way up front. So Poston is second. 4th, Baracco. 5th, Williamson. Bunomi 6th. And you drop all the way down here to 14th to Duvendak. And then dead last back here is Vega. Those are the cats that are going for the 4-car championship round. Mr. Black, how are you doing, my friend? Hope all is well for you here on a wonderful Monday night. Wilder and Poston seems to like this bottom line now. Before they were up top running. Akers sitting back here lurking. Kind of stuck down here in the bottom. He's led 18 laps of this thing so far. I'll tell you what. These guys get a little tunnel vision. They get a little squirrely here. A little swerving Irving going on. Williamson working his way up. Wilder gets out of it. We got ourselves a caution right here as these two tangle up front. And we got to have all kinds of trouble going on. Cautions bring cautions. And it did. Oh man, let's try to decipher this mess. Now there was a caution already. It was throwed. I have no idea what it was thrown at or for, but right here, things got a little crazy right up in this area right here. Now the caution flew. You see Wilder got out. The 30 goes up this time. Carl Lingle, and just touches again the 11 of Rodney Robert. And then out of the blue comes the 48 of Schroeder. He's on a mission. The 199 comes down, tags him. There's a whole lot going on back here. As you can see it all happening. That was a mess. They are in, they're out. Still, no green flag pit stops tonight. Unbelievable. There's your top five. $60 out of $94 in the books. And there's your race summary. 4 cautions. NOMA Super Speedway going from 8 to 4. Going for that championship round. And I do believe, let me check my schedule. Looks to me like we are winding down big time. One more, and that will be next week at Daytona, and that is going to decide. This puppy was 15 races long. So if you're going to do anything, tonight is the night, especially if you're running for that chase. That's the guys with a P in front of their names. how very, very important tonight's race is. But Poston Acres, they're championship bound. There's Bonomi working on it. Duvendak, Guy Bracco back here at 10th. Williamson back in 15th. And then Vega, he got her fixed, Nancy. He must have heeded your warning. He heard you. He felt your aura, whatever you want to call it. But he got it fixed. We haven't had any green flag pit stops, but we've had some pretty good green flag racing. So let's have a little bit of fun. While we can, let's crank this mother up Max Speed TV style, huh? Who doesn't love a little cranking up? If you don't, you're a nut. You crazy. Poston, the Max Speed TV boys, him and Akers down in the bottom. I'm loving it. I am impressed with Lingle tonight. I truly am. He's been running up here quite a bit all race. Been doing a heck of a lot of pushing here. Riding on top with Nebo. Trying to get that 30 up there in the rocking chair. $65, 66 laps out of 94. Done, gone, finished here. Coming up. Duvendak. For anybody who's on the team Duvendak, he's currently in 8th. Started 3rd. Blew his motor up. He'd been on borrowed time using his fast repair early into this race. I like that. If it's too loud, you're too old. Dave, do I have permission to use that? I'll probably get hate mail for saying it. Lingle up top. These three cats up here, they're doing a good job. Don't think you're going to drive around posted in acres. Bonomi's just sitting there looming right behind him, just hanging out, waiting for a moment to pounce, perhaps. Now this right here sucks. That damage, it's hard to push a guy with that kind of damage. You could easily turn him. And if you notice, that's why Bonomi is actually staying off of him. Just kind of hanging back a little bit. Who has used their fast repairs? Let us check. Poston's used his already. Akers had to use his. Yater's used his. Lingle's used his. Duvendak had to use his already. Wilder's used his. Hell, it might be easier saying who has not used it. Fritz had to use his. Hickox had to use his early in the race. Williamson had to use it. Roberts had to use it as well. So did Jay Stenson. And, of course, Vega had to use his as well. Now, Stenson's way back here hanging out. But the boys are playing nicely. I got to give them credit. For inquiring minds. 4 cautions so far. 27 lead changes. We got 25 laps to go, and yes, they will have to pit again. Could we see the money stop, they call it? The last pit stop, will it be a green flag? Duvendak working his way back up front. He's currently 6th. Going to assume they'll stay single file all the way to this last pit stop. Then things are going to get interesting. Hickox working his way back up front, currently 14th. Garrett Velzy, 15th back here. You can see Stenson a little light on the sheet metal. See what he needs now. Right here. He needs a boombox as they all come in. And watch him. Whoa, one goes way up and misses it. All kinds of trouble up front. The green flag pit stops, well, they're real fickle. And I don't know who it was. Somebody went awry. You can see them bumping into each other. Not used to the traffic. Now, Vega and Nebel have not been into the pits yet. Now, here's the thing. These guys, it's just them two. And here they come now. But they're late in the game. Because all these cats now are coming out. Poston's out. Akers, Duvendak, Wilder, Bonomi, Williams, Hickox. They're all going to go side or single file. And they're going to put a little daylight between them and everybody else. Now Vega is finally in and out. But here they come, the leaders. Poston's going to hop in right behind Duvendak. Duvendak now has turned it up a notch. Still, it's hard to push. That right there is nasty. And you got to be careful. Duvendak knows it. It's not his first rodeo. He knows he gets too aggressive in there, he'll hook Akers and he'll turn him. Akers has used up his fast repair already. Williamson got a few guys working with him on the bottom or on top. As they all get 2 by 2 right up here. Now these cats back here in the back, these guys, they should be able to catch them if they stay single file. You can see the pack is up there. As long as they stay single file, they got enough time to catch these guys. Now, I will say, if there happens to be a caution, you're going to be seeing some boys saving some fuel. And the guy up front uses the most fuel out of anybody. And here we go, a little 3 wide action now. Nobody helping Williamson, so he's going to fall back in line. And here comes these other 4 cars. They should catch up with them. Now these guys here, they're a little ways back, as you can see. That's the second cluster of cars up there just went into that turn as they're catching the leaders. So they need to get all the way up there with those guys. And for inquiry minds, they're 5 seconds out. Well, 4.5 out anyway, almost 5. As long as they stay single file, that's pretty much a must for them. One caution can bring them all back together again, and they know it. A little blinking going on up front. And we got us some trouble. Did he hang back in? Not seeing a caution. Where'd he go? He's slow on the track, but he's still moving. So that will not bring out a caution, I don't think. But it is going to ruin his night if we don't get a caution here. But that will put Poston back in the back. This is where things just start to heat up a little bit. And man, Nancy, you better hang on. Because here comes Joey. And I'll tell you what, I am really impressed with Carl Lingle. This guy can push. As you can see right there, he gave a nice little nudge to Joey and about put him sideways. But this guy, he is a pusher. But they need a little bit more help because that bottom line, when it comes to keeping a car out front, there ain't nobody any better at it than Akers. Whoa! You seen Joey give the 66 Bonomi a shot right there. As Akers drops down to the bottom. We'll get rid of that one. We'll go to the little guy. Might have to put a neck brace on the 66 Bonomi. I mean, Joey came up and gave him a love tap hard. Trouble, Stenson. Yep, let's see what happened. Get a little better view of what's going on here. Happens right here, and I think, yep, the 69 is going to catch him. So Bonomi actually caught him and turned him. And away he goes. Around and around and around. He didn't hit anything. Give him credit. Gee, I wonder who's saving some fuel. Let's see. Will they come in and pit this time? Or is it all big fake? Oh, look at this. Duvendak's going to come in. Everyone else is staying out. You can see Akers. He's all the way way down to the bottom of the track, and that's fine. He can do that. The question is right here. Is he going to shut it off where the needle goes here to save some fuel? I don't see him doing it, so he must be pretty confident he's going to be fine. There's your summary. 5 cautions. Who said 6? Could be the magic number. I don't think anybody said 5, did they, Nancy? Here comes the phone smack. I think these guys have enough to go all the way. You don't see nobody saving any fuel, so. Now, Dubedeck. He came in, popped back out, currently 9th. Here's your top 5. So far, it's been a pretty darn good race. I'd like to thank everybody that's out watching us here. The NOMA Super Speedway going 8-4. Last race will be next week. 4 cats will be battling it out. Let's see who's going to get it done. But know me, Bobby the Booth, you got a copy.
Hey, how's it going, Bobby?
Buddy, you got a fast hot rod underneath you. You've been battling up here in the front all night long. You think you got enough to keep these guys off your butt?
It's just going to be a team effort from here on out for the next few laps. We'll see what happens.
Well, it's going to get pretty exciting.
Yeah, it's going to get tight, man. It's going to get tight.
Well, we're going to keep an eye on you, buddy. Good luck.
All righty. Thank you, man.
Akers is up top. Bunomi is down in the bottom. Pushers, Wilder and Joey Hickox. But then again, you got to be real careful. You got to watch that damage right there. It's on Chris. As Wilder scrubs his tires, which he didn't get the memo, it does absolutely nothing for him in iRacing. All right, they're going to tighten them up, and here we go. Will we be able to be clean these last 11 laps? Your race summary, 5 cautions, 32 lead changes. NOMA Super Speedway, this is it. 8-4 for the championship next week. All boils down. Right here, 11 laps to go. Green flag, here we go. Watch out for Duvendak and Vega. And there's Mark. Trying to double down and make it 2 in a row. Man, wouldn't that be unbelievable? The guy that about had us all in tears last week, losing a loved one on Thanksgiving Day, comes back and wins his race. Bonomi on the bottom, and he is not going to come off of it. Again, it's hard to push Akers with that damage. You can easily turn him. Wilder knows it too. See how he's not hitting him. He's just staying right close to him. Watch him come right up. He won't hit him, but he'll get right close to him. Look for a third line to start here at some point. Williamson, Duvendak, Vega, these guys, unless they're setting back in the back, anticipating a caution. Because if you look, they've actually fallen back here. They're just kind of hanging out. Maybe they know something we don't know. 8 to go at the line. Bonomi on the bottom. Hickok's right on his butt. Trying for some 3 wide, but he's by himself. Nebo, not gonna happen, Captain. He'll go back. Wingo been up here all evening in that 30 machine. But your contenders, your playoff guys, Bonomi, Akers, and then you come all the way down to Williamson, who's in 8th. Whoa, trouble! Fritz going for a ride. Let me see who it was. That will bring out a caution. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Right, there it is. I gotta tell you, I'm not sure. I'll watch the replay before I say anything. I want to be sure about this as much as I can. Watch carefully. There it is. Rowdy Rodney Roberts, driving drunk tonight perhaps, but he comes down to tags the 3, sends Velzy a flying. That's 2 incidents there on him. He's having a really rough night. Probably not a happy camper. I said he's driving drunk. Well, something's not right, because he just must be having a bad night. But he's going to bring out a caution for the second time. We'll line them all up and do it again. NOMA Super Speedway. What a league. You guys looking for a nice league to join? This is the one you want. They got one more race next week. They'll take a hiatus and they'll be right back at it again. So look them up. You can go to iRacing and you can hit join league, or you can look them up on the Facebook page. Whatever trips your trigger, but get a hold of them. They will tighten things up. There's your top 5. Your summary: 6 cautions, 33 lead changes. Pretty darn good, I might say. As we wind down here this race on a Monday night, who is going to make it and who is not going to make it? Last race next week will decide the champion. Pace truck out of the way. Gonna keep it right here. Anything can happen with 5 to go. Green flag. MaxspeedTV up top. Akers. Wilder. On the bottom, Hickox. Bunomi. Wilder's got to be careful with the big dent there on Akers' car. Really careful when you push him, because you'll turn him and the night will be done. So that is a bit of a hindrance. Bonomi on the bottom, and he's got to stay there. There ain't no way you're going to move that guy. Hickox would love to be able to clear that 4 so he could drop up in that second line and challenge. They got about 3 wide. They all got to go with him. There's a few of them up there. Duvidak way back here in the back, watching all this going on in front of him. Vega right there in front, trying to make it 2 in a row. Oh, they're going to touch. Oh, that was close. That was real close. On a butt pucker factor, that was probably about a 4. Yes, I have a butt pucker factor scale. A little bit of a breakaway right here. You can see it. I think these guys backed off and they touched each other, and they did. Well, let's slow them down. Now we got the cautions going to come out. Imagine that. And we got some trouble here. Baracco, nice and slow. All right, let's try it again. Have to see what the heck happened. Right here. Not sure what. It's somewhere in this vicinity. You know, watch that 69 machine. Wanting to go 3 wide. About the time I speed it up, I'm going to miss it. All right, there we go. Watch the 73 crowding. He wanted to come up, and he was not clear. So the 73 caused that bad boy. And man, look at these guys standing on the brakes. Trying to stay out of this mess. You can see him. Now, I'm going to tell you, Mark Vega, bag it up. Mark Vega's point of view here. Got him a little damage. And he knows he does. Take a look at it and see how much. It's not too bad. I think he's going to be all right. All right. That's 7 cautions now. That's all right. I didn't want to go to bed anyway. We're having a blast here. Bunomi, you got the P. And his last name, trying to get to that position to be 4 in that top 4 for next week's championship. He is in the playoff hunt. Akers in the 4 playoff hunt. Then you go all the way back here to Duvendak. And then Vega. Williamson. Poston's back here at 11th, along with Bracco. He's 12th. Lights out on the pace cup. We'll line them up. We'll try it again. Just had a text come over my phone, and it told me that for you older people that may know, Kirstie Alley just passed away. The actress from Cheers and Look Who's Talking and some other stuff. All right. Light it up. Tighten them up. We're going to do it again here. Bonomi's going to lead him. He's on the bottom. Up top's Joey Hickok. Here we go. And right away, they're jumping out 3 wide. And it isn't going to do nothing yet. Not till they get going. Nancy and I are praying that we can go caution-free for just 1 more lap. And there is Carl Engel doing what he does best tonight, and that's push. I talked to Bonomi. He said he would love to try to keep these guys off of him. And he's got one of the best pushers in the business, Chris Akers, right there doing it too. And I'll tell you, Chris will push him to that win if he can. Hickok's Out by a nose, white flag. Here we go. Duvedek on the top side, trying. No help. Whoa! Lingle turns Hickox, and we got ourselves a mess. Akers flying. Bonomi flying. And we're still waiting to see who is going to make it to the finish line. We got guys tore up all over here. And it's going to be Bonomi. He's pulled it off. Well, let me go back and see if I can find it. Didn't help me, did it? Here they come to the finish line. We'll give it a photo finish. How's that? And there it is. That's how close it was. And I think Bonomi died. Or at least his car did. He's being pushed by Hickox. Trying to get him up here to the... Well, hopefully they can get him up here to the flag stand, perhaps. Somebody might get him up there anyway. Now, there's a dude wipes moment. You got that right, Dave. I'm going to have to go back and look at the replay with that one. But anyway, everybody pretty much died almost. We got a few of them hanging out around here. Anyway, your winner is going to be... Now, if I'm not mistaken, man, oh man, this thing has gotten slow. I gotta check the timing screen. Because I'm showing Robert Morrison's won this race. Yep. So I don't know why it told me it didn't. So looks like this is going to be your winner, folks. I don't know what happened here towards the end. The telemetry got all screwed up for some reason. So something happened there. But yeah, Joey, he finished all the way back in 13th. Well, we'll find out. Well, there he is. J.R. Johnson second, Morrison, and Matthew Williamson, he finished third, which is great for him because the points. So anyway, don't you guys go anywhere. We'll be right back. We'll see what's happening and talk to these guys. For some reason why it showed a white flag lap, and I don't know why. That's what Todd said. So I don't know what iRacing did right there. It wasn't me. All right, we'll be right back after this. We'll talk to these guys, all right?
We got big time problems with that motor, buddy. Hey, just between you and me, the idea is to avoid the other cars. Congratulations! You just set the sport back 30 years with that move. That move will put you in the Hall of Shame. You keep doing stuff like that and we're going to lose our sponsor. Looks like that's it for us today. Now I know why you got canned by your old team. It's over. We can't fix that damage. to tow back to pit lane, press and hold your reset button, and we'll come and get you.
Sorry about that.
All right, we're back, guys. Check this out real quick. Let's do the race summary. 7 cautions, 34 lead changes. Whoever picks 7 is a winner. J.R. Johnson. You can call me Ray or you can call me Jay, but you don't have to call me Johnson. 3rd place, buddy. You started 19th. 2nd place, I'm sorry. Nice job on that one. I'll get back with you in a second because Williamson is 3rd. I want to get him first, but he had already zipped out of here. But I got him. Mr. Williamson, you are the top-notch guy that was going for the playoffs as far as the highest score tonight. You placed 3rd. Congratulations. Is that going to be enough to get you into the top 4?
No, unfortunately not. I had to get quite a few stage points. Randy was ahead of me by 3 coming into the night, and he won the first stage and didn't get enough second stage to up any ground. So pretty much a must-win situation for me at the end, and just almost made it all the way through the wreck unscathed there on the last lap, but just didn't quite make it through, and just wasn't enough.
I'll tell you what, it was a good run, no doubt about it. You made that top line work pretty well. I know you did a lot of 3rd row racing up here, but come up a little bit short. That's tough.
Yeah, I like running that 3rd lane. Me, Matthew Fritz, I think Joey likes to run it quite a bit too. Ambrose also. So we have some fun running that top lane, and it's. I mean, even if I'm not trying to push to the front, it's just fun running up there, guys. So
who do you want to thank,
yeah,
boss?
had some fun tonight.
Before I let you get out of here and take it easy.
Yeah, I'd like to thank my teammates over at Royal Greenhorn Racing. They weren't here tonight, Tommy Cook and Brad Saxton, but down there talking to me. They were a bit late, but I'd like to thank them. Also like to thank the guys at Turn 200. They do some guessing and different things. There's so appreciate the Turn 200 crew. And yeah, the guys will put the league on.
All right, brother. Take it easy. Have a good one. We'll catch you next week. Thanks.
Thank you.
Next up. Now I got you. There you are as it's getting dark here. Talk to me, JR. How'd you like that one?
Woo! That was fun.
To say the least, it was fun. Hey, it started 19th, you finished 2nd, you led 3 laps. You had yourself some fun, though.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I gotta thank my guys, MaxspeedTV, and you, Bobby. God, these guys are fun to run with, all of them. This whole group. Bud's Bar and Grill, my guys over there in Edgewood, Washington.
Well, congratulations. 2nd place. No playoff contentions this time. But we'll see what happens next year, buddy. Next season.
Yeah, I got in late, about halfway through the season. So we'll see what happens this coming season.
All right,
Looking forward
brother.
to it.
Yep. You take care of yourselves. We'll catch you later. See you next week. The man of the hour, if you can still see him, because it's getting dark. It's getting real dark.
And of course, I have the black car.
He's real dark. There he is. I can barely see him. You led 1 lap in the most important one. The last one. Started 6th. But you brought the old Goodwrench Chevrolet in the victory lane.
I am completely speechless. I went off strategy to attempt to do something, and I kind of failed that and got put on a lap down each stage, basically, and somehow came back. And that last wreck, I have no idea how I made it through there because I was like the second to last car going into that wreck, and somehow made it through. Went on the outside to try to race to the line, and I, whatever way, had enough momentum and somehow got there to the line first.
Well, hey, nice job either way. You won it, buddy. Congratulations. Who do you want to thank before I let you get out of here while I can still see your car?
I just like to thank you, of course, everybody that runs the league, everybody that's had me join their teams. I'm the only team member of my team that actually raced this race or most of the playoffs. But I like to thank them, Hickox, who runs my team in trucks, and I'd like to thank everybody outside of racing that helped me and helped me allow me to do this.
Well, congratulations, pal. You're a winner.
Thank you.
What a way to start out a week, huh?
Right?
You take care of yourself. Be good. I'll see you next week, man. Have a safe work week. Remember, safety third. We'll
Have
see
a good
ya.
one.
All right.
Yep.
Oh, we got through her. Your winner, Robert Morrison. And I swear I don't know what the heck happened in that last lap. For some reason why it had me like a half a lap off. Very strange. Never had that happen before. Tune in next week. Top 4. They be heading to the championship. NOMA Super Speedway. Bobby All the Hobbies, MaxspeedTV. You guys be safe all week. I'm out of here. See ya.